Increase Attention and Focus. Published by Audiobooks Journal YouTube channel. Who is this book for? This book is for anyone who feels like their brain is running on autopilot, constantly distracted, and unable to zero in on what truly matters. It's for the dreamers who have big goals, but struggle to focus long enough to make them real. It's for students who want to learn faster, retain more, and crush exams without burning out. It's for professionals who are tired of endless multitasking and want to master the skill of deep, productive work. It's for entrepreneurs and creatives who have ideas buzzing in their head but need the laser-sharp focus to bring them to life. And it's for anyone who's sick of mindless scrolling, constant interruptions, and the frustration of losing hours of precious time every day. If you're ready to reclaim your attention, train your brain, and perform at a level you didn't think was possible, this book is for you. No fluff, no gimmicks, just real strategies to help you focus, stay alert, and achieve more than you ever imagined. Chapter 1. Master Your Mind. Master Your Life. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It's the command center for every decision you make, every goal you chase, and every action you take. If your mind is chaotic, distracted, or weak, your life will reflect that. On the other hand, if you learn to control your mind, focus your attention, and harness your mental energy, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Master your mind, and you master your life. The first step in mastering your mind is realizing that your attention is the currency of your success. Every thought you allow, every distraction you tolerate, and every minute you let slip away unconsciously shapes your reality. Most people live their lives reacting to external forces, social media notifications, urgent emails, news updates, random thoughts, but the truly successful individuals are deliberate with their attention. They understand that where your mind goes, your life follows. Attention is like a muscle. It can be weak or strong. If you never train it, it will fail you when you need it most. If you do train it, it becomes a laser, cutting through noise and chaos to allow you to focus on what truly matters. The people who achieve greatness are not necessarily smarter than you, they are more focused. They have learned to direct their mental energy, to eliminate distractions, and to make their mind work for them instead of against them. Understanding your mind starts with awareness. You need to observe where your attention goes throughout the day. Do you spend hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, letting other people's priorities dictate your time? Do you jump from one task to another without completing anything meaningful? Do your thoughts wander, leaving you anxious, frustrated, or stuck? Awareness is the first step toward change. You cannot control what you do not acknowledge. Once you have awareness, the next step is to take responsibility. Your mind is yours. No one else can manage it for you. Blaming your environment, your circumstances, or other people is a trap that keeps your brain scattered and weak. Success comes to those who take full responsibility for their thoughts, habits, and focus. Every distraction you resist, every choice to concentrate, and every moment you spend mastering your mind compounds over time into extraordinary results. Focus is not about willpower alone. It's about creating the right environment, routines, and habits that support attention. Willpower is a limited resource. The more you try to force your brain to focus, the faster it will tire. That's why building systems that make focus automatic is so important. Simple strategies like scheduling your most important tasks at peak mental hours, removing digital distractions, and setting clear intentions for every session of work multiply your ability to concentrate. Your mind also needs energy. A tired, stressed, or overwhelmed brain cannot focus, no matter how motivated you are. Mental energy comes from sleep, nutrition, movement, and proper breaks. Skipping sleep, eating poorly, or sitting all day weakens your cognitive abilities. Think of your mind like a high-performance engine. Without the right fuel and maintenance, it will sputter when you need it most. Treat your brain like the powerful tool it is, and it will reward you with focus, clarity, and creative problem solving. Visualization is another powerful tool for mastering your mind. Successful people practice seeing their goals in their mind's eye before they happen. When you vividly imagine achieving a goal, your brain starts to work on it even before you take action. This mental rehearsal strengthens neural pathways, trains your focus, and primes you for action. Visualization is not daydreaming, it is intentional, strategic preparation for success. Self-talk matters more than most people realize. The stories you tell yourself shape your beliefs and actions. If your internal dialogue is filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, your mind becomes your enemy. Mastering your mind means cultivating empowering thoughts and challenging limiting beliefs. Replace "I can't" with "I will." Replace "it's too hard" with "I'm learning and improving." Words create your reality, and your mind listens. Speak wisely to yourself. Discipline is the backbone of a focused mind. Discipline is what allows you to start even when you don't feel like it, to persist when things get difficult, and to finish what you start. The mind is strongest when trained through consistent action. Even small daily habits build mental resilience over time. Reading, journaling, exercising, and deliberate practice are all exercises for your brain. Each repetition strengthens your focus, attention, and cognitive power. Mastering your mind also means managing emotions. Emotional turbulence is one of the biggest enemies of focus. Anxiety, frustration, or overexcitement scatters attention and drains mental energy. Learning to observe emotions without being controlled by them is a key skill. Mindfulness, breathing exercises, and reflection are powerful ways to calm the mind, regain focus, and make decisions from a place of clarity rather than impulse. Another essential part of mastering your mind is learning to say no. Every yes to something unnecessary is a no to your most important priorities. Distractions, obligations, and unimportant tasks steal your attention if you let them. Saying no strategically protects your mental space, allowing your brain to concentrate on what truly matters. The people who accomplish great things are masters of this principle. They guard their focus like treasure. Continuous learning sharpens the mind. Mental growth requires exposure to new ideas, challenges, and perspectives. When you keep learning, your brain develops new connections, increases its capacity, and stays flexible. A stagnant mind is an unfocused mind. Reading, experimenting, reflecting, and seeking knowledge actively trains your brain to notice opportunities, solve problems, and stay engaged with the world. Finally, action solidifies mastery. Knowledge and awareness alone are not enough. You must take deliberate steps every day to strengthen your mind. Practice focus in small increments. Challenge yourself to concentrate for longer periods, eliminate distractions, and track your progress. The mind learns through repetition, challenges, and persistence. Every time you direct your attention intentionally, you are exercising mental muscle. Master your mind, and your life follows. Your habits, decisions, and achievements are reflections of the quality of your thoughts and focus. If you take control of your attention, energy, and mental clarity, you can design your life intentionally rather than letting circumstances dictate your path. Mental mastery is the ultimate competitive advantage in a world full of distractions, noise, and endless demands. This chapter is just the beginning. What you do next determines whether your mind remains scattered or becomes a powerhouse of attention and focus. Every page you read, every technique you apply, and every habit you form builds the foundation for the life you want. The power to change, to focus, and to achieve is inside your head. Harness it, train it, and your potential becomes limitless. Master your mind, master your life. The choice is yours. The time is now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It really helps me create more content for you. Thank you. Chapter 2. Discipline unlocks true focus. Discipline is the secret weapon that separates the average from the extraordinary. Talent, luck, and intelligence matter, but without discipline, none of them reach their full potential. Discipline is what allows you to channel your energy, sharpen your focus, and consistently move toward your goals, even when motivation fades or distractions surround you. If you want to master attention and focus, you must first master discipline. The foundation of discipline begins with understanding that it is not punishment. Discipline is not restriction or suffering, it is freedom. When you are disciplined, you are free from the chaos of scattered thoughts, impulsive decisions, and wasted time. You are free to pursue what matters, to invest your energy where it counts, and to see results that most people only dream of. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. True focus is impossible without structure. Your mind is naturally drawn to novelty, comfort, and distraction. Social media notifications, endless emails, and trivial tasks constantly compete for your attention. Discipline creates boundaries that protect your mental space. By establishing routines, habits, and systems, you reduce the mental energy spent on decisions that do not move you forward. Every time you make a disciplined choice, you strengthen your ability to focus and perform. Discipline is built through small, consistent actions. It is not about radical transformations or one-time bursts of effort. It is about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Waking up on time, completing tasks, exercising, and dedicating focused blocks of time to important work are all expressions of discipline. Each small win compounds, creating momentum and mental strength. Success is the sum of disciplined actions repeated consistently. A key aspect of discipline is delayed gratification. The human brain craves instant rewards, and distractions often offer quick pleasure. Watching one more video, scrolling for 5 more minutes, or giving in to temptation may feel good in the moment, but it steals your focus and energy. Disciplined individuals resist these impulses. They understand that real rewards come from sustained effort and long-term commitment. They prioritize what matters over what is comfortable or convenient. Your environment plays a critical role in supporting discipline. Your surroundings, habits, and social circle either strengthen or weaken your self-control. A cluttered, noisy environment filled with distractions makes focus nearly impossible. Conversely, an organized, intentional space makes disciplined work natural. Remove temptations, create cues for productive behavior, and surround yourself with people who respect and encourage your goals. Environment is a silent partner in the battle for attention. Discipline also requires clear priorities. Without knowing what truly matters, it is easy to drift, react, and waste energy on inconsequential tasks. High achievers focus relentlessly on their most important activities. They know what moves the needle and commit their time and attention to those actions first. Saying no to distractions, unnecessary commitments, and low-impact work is an essential part of disciplined living. Every yes to what matters is a yes to focus, progress, and results. Consistency is the fuel that turns discipline into unstoppable momentum. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline endures. Some days you will feel energized and ready to conquer the world. Other days you will feel tired, unmotivated, or frustrated. Discipline carries you through the low-energy days and keeps you moving forward. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to maintain focus, because your mind begins to anticipate and trust your disciplined habits. Discipline strengthens mental resilience. Life throws challenges, setbacks, and distractions at everyone. Without discipline, these obstacles derail your focus and leave you frustrated. With discipline, you learn to stay calm, stick to your plan, and adapt without losing momentum. Discipline trains your mind to respond with clarity rather than react with panic. Each time you push through resistance, you build mental toughness and sharpen your attention. Goal setting is a critical companion to discipline. Discipline without a destination is wasted energy. Define clear, specific goals that excite and challenge you. Break them into actionable steps and commit to consistent execution. Discipline allows you to move steadily toward these goals without being derailed by distractions, emotions, or external pressures. When your mind knows what it wants and is disciplined enough to pursue it relentlessly, focus becomes effortless. Accountability amplifies discipline. The human brain naturally seeks shortcuts and excuses. Having accountability, whether through mentors, peers, or tracking systems, ensures you follow through on your commitments. Reporting progress, sharing goals, and being answerable to others increases your likelihood of sustained discipline. Accountability creates external pressure that reinforces internal focus, making disciplined action automatic rather than optional. Habits are the infrastructure of discipline. When you build strong, positive habits, you reduce the mental effort required to stay focused. Habits automate behavior, turning disciplined actions into second nature. Waking up early, dedicating time to learning, exercising regularly, and blocking distractions can all become habits that fuel sustained attention. Each habit you create reduces decision fatigue and preserves your mental energy for tasks that truly matter. Self-awareness is vital for disciplined living. You must understand your strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and distractions. Recognize when your focus wanes, when procrastination creeps in, and when impulsive decisions threaten your progress. Self-awareness allows you to intervene proactively, adjust strategies, and reinforce disciplined behavior. The most disciplined people are also the most self-aware. They know themselves deeply and act deliberately rather than reactively. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about progress. There will be days when focus slips, when distractions win, and when motivation fades. The key is to return quickly, adjust, and continue moving forward. Every failure is an opportunity to strengthen your discipline, learn about yourself, and refine your approach. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is not the absence of mistakes, but the ability to stay disciplined despite them. Energy management is another cornerstone of disciplined focus. Your brain cannot maintain high attention without proper fuel. Sleep, nutrition, hydration, and movement are not optional. They are essential for peak cognitive performance. Discipline includes caring for your body as much as your mind. A well-rested, well-nourished, and physically active brain can focus with clarity, solve problems efficiently, and sustain attention for longer periods. Technology and information overload are major enemies of discipline. Notifications, social media, and constant connectivity fragment attention and train the brain to crave distractions. Disciplined individuals take control of their digital environment. They set boundaries, schedule specific times for communication, and protect uninterrupted periods for deep work. Mastery of focus requires mastering the tools that can fragment your attention. Reflection and review reinforce discipline. Regularly evaluating your actions, habits, and results allows you to identify what works, what doesn't, and where improvements are needed. Reflection builds self-knowledge and strengthens commitment. Discipline is not blind obedience to routine. It is intelligent, intentional, and adaptive action aimed at continual improvement. Discipline fuels confidence. Every time you follow through on your commitments, resist temptation, and maintain focus, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Confidence and discipline are intertwined. A confident mind focuses effortlessly because it trusts itself to handle challenges, stay consistent, and take the right actions. Discipline is contagious. When you practice it consistently, it influences your environment, peers, and even the people you lead. Your actions set a standard, and others respond to your energy and focus. Leadership, success, and influence are built on the foundation of disciplined attention and action. By mastering your own discipline, you inspire others to elevate themselves as well. Ultimately, discipline unlocks the true power of focus. It allows you to harness your mental energy, ignore distractions, and take consistent action toward meaningful goals. Focus without discipline is fragile. Discipline without focus is wasted. Together, they form an unstoppable force that drives achievement, creativity, and fulfillment. Those who master both live with purpose, clarity, and extraordinary results. Discipline is not something you have to be born with. It is something you build, practice, and strengthen every day. Start small, stay consistent, and gradually expand your mental muscle. Protect your attention, prioritize what matters, and resist the instant gratification that derails progress. The life you desire, the goals you dream of, and the results you seek are all within reach once you embrace discipline as your most powerful ally. Discipline unlocks true focus. The more disciplined you become, the sharper your mind, the clearer your priorities, and the greater your achievements. Every choice to act intentionally, Every moment you resist distraction and every habit you build strengthens your ability to focus and perform at the highest level. Master discipline, and you will master your attention, your energy, and ultimately, your life. Chapter 3. Train your brain to eliminate distractions. Distractions are the silent killers of attention and focus. Every notification, every idle thought, every task that pulls you away from what truly matters chips away at your mental energy. If you want to achieve extraordinary results, you must train your brain to recognize, resist, and eliminate distractions. Focus is not a passive state. It is an active skill that requires training, discipline, and consistency. The first step in eliminating distractions is understanding how your brain responds to them. Human brains are wired to seek novelty. This instinct was useful for survival thousands of years ago, alerting us to threats and opportunities. Today, novelty comes in the form of social media alerts, random emails, text messages, and endless online content. Your brain rewards these interruptions with tiny bursts of dopamine, creating a habit loop that makes distractions addictive. Recognizing this pattern is the first step in taking control. Awareness is your weapon against distraction. Start by observing your daily habits. Notice when your attention drifts, what triggers your interruptions, and how long you spend on low-value activities. Keep a simple log of distractions for a week. Seeing the patterns clearly allows you to design strategies to counter them. Awareness alone doesn't eliminate distractions, but it gives you the insight necessary to take effective action. Next, create a distraction-free environment. Your surroundings have a profound effect on your ability to focus. Cluttered spaces, noisy environments, and digital chaos pull your attention in multiple directions. Take control of your environment by organizing your workspace, minimizing noise, and removing unnecessary visual stimuli. Turn off notifications, close irrelevant tabs, and put your phone out of reach when focusing. The fewer triggers your brain encounters, the easier it becomes to maintain attention. Training your brain also means controlling your digital environment. Technology is a double-edged sword. It offers access to vast knowledge and opportunities, but also endless distractions. Set clear boundaries for your technology use. Schedule specific times to check email or social media instead of reacting instantly to every alert. Use apps or tools that block distracting websites during focused work periods. Make your digital devices work for you rather than against you. One of the most powerful techniques to eliminate distractions is time blocking. When you assign specific periods for focused work, your brain learns to expect uninterrupted attention during those times. Start with short blocks, such as 25 or 50 minutes, followed by brief breaks. During these blocks, commit to single tasking. The more you practice uninterrupted focus, the stronger your attention becomes. Time blocking not only protects your focus, but also trains your mind to associate work with deep concentration. Habits and routines are essential allies in eliminating distractions. Discipline your mind through repeated patterns that signal focus. For example, start your day with a morning routine that primes your brain for attention, or use a pre-work ritual, such as deep breathing or listening to instrumental music, to signal that it's time to concentrate. Habits reduce the mental energy required to start working and make focus automatic rather than optional. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for training your brain. Distractions often pull you into autopilot, leaving you reactive instead of deliberate. Mindfulness teaches your brain to observe thoughts without acting on them. Simple practices like meditation, conscious breathing, or short reflection exercises help you recognize when your mind drifts. By training your brain to notice distractions without engaging, you gain the power to redirect attention consciously and consistently. Limiting multitasking is crucial. Many people believe they can handle multiple tasks at once, but research shows that multitasking reduces efficiency, increases errors, and fragments attention. When you switch tasks, your brain experiences a cost in cognitive energy, called the switch cost. To train your brain effectively, focus on one task at a time. Single tasking strengthens neural pathways for attention, improves performance, and reduces mental fatigue. Energy management is tightly linked to distraction control. A tired, hungry, or stressed brain is more susceptible to interruptions. Sleep, nutrition, hydration, and movement directly impact your ability to resist distractions. Regular exercise increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain, boosting cognitive function. Healthy food fuels focus, and adequate rest restores your attention reserves. Treat your body as the engine for your brain. A high-energy mind is far better at resisting distractions than a depleted one. Visualization strengthens your brain's resistance to distractions. Before starting a focused session, imagine yourself completing the task without interruption. Visualize potential distractions appearing, and see yourself calmly redirecting attention back to the work. This mental rehearsal strengthens neural pathways for concentration and prepares your mind to respond with discipline rather than reaction. Another essential practice is prioritization. Distractions become more tempting when tasks feel overwhelming or unclear. By clarifying what truly matters and tackling high-priority work first, you reduce the mental friction that leads to procrastination. The clearer your goals, the easier it is to stay on track. Focus is a natural byproduct of working on meaningful, well-defined objectives. Accountability reinforces distraction control. Share your goals with someone you trust, report progress regularly, or use productivity tools that track focus. Knowing that someone, or even yourself, is watching your consistency creates external reinforcement for disciplined behavior. Accountability transforms focus from a fleeting effort into a reliable habit. Reflection and evaluation strengthen your brain's ability to resist distractions over time. At the end of each day, review your attention patterns. Ask yourself, what pulled me away from focus? How did I respond? What worked and what failed? Reflection creates awareness and teaches your brain to anticipate and counter distractions proactively. Over time, this practice rewires your attention network, making focus easier and more natural. Reward systems also play a role. The brain responds to positive reinforcement. Give yourself small, deliberate rewards for completing focused work sessions. This could be a short break, a walk, or a treat. Rewards signal to your brain that sustained attention produces pleasure, reinforcing the habit of focus over time. Just ensure rewards don't become distractions themselves. Eliminating distractions is also about understanding your internal triggers. Emotional states, stress, and boredom often lead to mental wandering. Train your brain to recognize these triggers and respond with strategies that maintain focus. Techniques like deep breathing, brief movement, or changing your environment can reset attention when internal distractions arise. The most disciplined individuals don't wait for focus to appear. They actively cultivate it. Chunking and batching are additional strategies. Breaking large tasks into smaller, manageable pieces makes it easier to maintain attention. Similarly, batching similar tasks reduces cognitive load and minimizes interruptions. Your brain performs best when it knows exactly what to do and can concentrate without frequent context switching. Chunking and batching simplify work, reduce overwhelm, and strengthen sustained focus. Resilience is essential. Even after rigorous training, distractions will always exist. External interruptions, unexpected events, and internal thoughts will challenge your focus. Mastery is not about avoiding distractions entirely. It is about how quickly and consistently you can return to attention. Each time you redirect focus after a distraction, your brain strengthens its ability to resist future interruptions. Resilience and persistence amplify every other strategy you practice. Distraction elimination is a skill you must practice daily. Focus is not something you gain once and keep. It is a living, growing ability. Regular training, reflection, and adaptation are essential. Each day offers opportunities to strengthen your attention muscles. With persistence, you will notice that focus comes faster, lasts longer, and allows you to achieve more than you ever thought possible. Finally, remember that the purpose of eliminating distractions is not just productivity, it is freedom. Freedom to pursue your goals without being hijacked by trivial interruptions. Freedom to create, learn, and perform at your peak. and freedom to live a life aligned with your priorities. Your brain is your most powerful tool, and every moment spent focused rather than distracted compounds into results that shape your life. Train your brain to eliminate distractions, and you reclaim control over your attention, energy, and time. Distractions are inevitable, but they do not have to control you. With awareness, discipline, strategic habits, and consistent practice, you can create a mental environment that fosters deep focus and high performance. The life you want, the goals you dream of, the results you desire, are all within reach when you train your brain to stay focused and eliminate distractions. Focus is not a gift, it is a skill. Distraction is not destiny, it is a challenge to overcome. Every day you choose to practice, resist, and strengthen your mind, you are building a foundation for extraordinary achievement. Train your brain, eliminate distractions, and watch your life transform. Chapter 4. Build habits that strengthen concentration. Concentration is not a trait you are born with, it is a skill you develop. And like any skill, it grows stronger when trained consistently. Habits are the foundation for this growth. The more structured, intentional, and focused your habits, the sharper your mind becomes. If you want to achieve extraordinary results, you must learn to build habits that naturally strengthen your concentration. The first step is understanding the power of small, consistent actions. Your brain changes slowly over time. Just as lifting weights builds muscle gradually, repeated mental exercises build cognitive endurance. You don't need to revolutionize your life overnight. What matters is consistency. Doing the right things every day compounds into unstoppable focus, clarity, and mental strength. Small habits practiced consistently are far more powerful than occasional bursts of effort. Start with daily routines that prime your brain for focus. The way you begin your day sets the tone for the rest of it. Morning routines that include movement, hydration, and deliberate mental preparation activate your brain, increase alertness, and create a mindset ready for concentration. Simple practices like journaling, reviewing your priorities, or visualizing your day allow your mind to start with clarity rather than chaos. Your morning is the launchpad for mental performance. Prioritization is essential when building concentration-strengthening habits. Your brain can only focus effectively on what matters most. Identify your highest value tasks each day and commit to completing them first. This habit not only increases productivity, but trains your brain to resist distractions and stay locked on the most important objectives. When prioritization becomes habitual, your mind automatically channels energy toward meaningful work rather than reactive tasks. Eliminate unnecessary decisions. Decision fatigue is a silent killer of concentration. Every choice, from what to eat to which emails to check, consumes mental energy. By building habits that reduce trivial decisions, such as planning meals, creating a daily schedule, or automating repetitive tasks, you preserve mental energy for deep focus. The less your brain wastes on minor decisions, the more power it has for sustained attention. Time management habits are critical. Scheduling focused work sessions, breaks, and recovery periods creates a rhythm that strengthens concentration. Techniques like time blocking, the Pomodoro method, or batching similar tasks train your brain to expect periods of uninterrupted attention. When concentration becomes predictable, your mind engages more efficiently, and distraction loses its grip. Incorporate physical movement into your routine. Your body and brain are interconnected. Exercise increases blood flow, oxygen, and neurotransmitters that boost cognitive performance. Even brief walks, stretching, or short bursts of activity strengthen mental clarity. Habits that prioritize movement enhance focus by keeping your brain alert and energized. Concentration is far easier to maintain when your body supports it. Nutrition habits shape mental performance. Your brain needs consistent fuel to maintain attention. Habits like eating balanced meals, staying hydrated, and avoiding excessive sugar or processed foods prevent energy crashes and mental fog. Foods rich in omega-3s, protein, and complex carbohydrates support sustained focus. When nutritional habits are in place, your brain has the resources it needs to concentrate for longer periods without fatigue. Sleep is non-negotiable. Habits that protect rest are essential for concentration. Consistently getting quality sleep allows your brain to consolidate memories, reset neural pathways, and restore energy. Irregular or insufficient sleep sabotages focus, creativity, and decision-making. Make bedtime rituals, sleep schedules, and restful environments habitual. A well-rested brain is a sharp, attentive brain. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful habits for concentration. Daily practice trains your brain to notice wandering thoughts without acting on them. This strengthens attention control and reduces susceptibility to distractions. Even 5 to 10 minutes of mindful breathing or meditation each day builds mental endurance, allowing you to concentrate longer and more effectively. Habits that integrate mindfulness turn scattered attention into intentional, sustained focus. Reading consistently is another habit that strengthens mental concentration. Engaging with complex ideas, narratives, or technical material exercises your brain in sustained attention. Unlike passive scrolling, reading requires focus, comprehension, and memory. Daily reading habits sharpen mental endurance, expand knowledge, and train your brain to resist distraction naturally. Limit multitasking by habit. Discipline your mind to handle one task at a time. Multitasking fragments attention, increases errors, and exhausts cognitive resources. Build habits that prioritize single tasking. Complete one activity before moving to the next. Turn off notifications, and create work rituals that support uninterrupted focus. Single tasking becomes second nature when repeated consistently, making your concentration far more reliable. Reflection and review are habits that amplify focus. Take time daily or weekly to evaluate your attention patterns, identify distractions, and adjust routines. Reflection reinforces self-awareness, strengthens mental discipline, and highlights areas for improvement. A habit of review ensures that concentration habits evolve and adapt, becoming more effective over time. Accountability habits are vital. Share goals with trusted partners, track your progress, or use apps that log your focus sessions. Regular reporting keeps your mind engaged and committed. Accountability transforms concentration from a fleeting effort into a habitual pattern of sustained attention. The more your brain anticipates feedback and evaluation, the more naturally it prioritizes focus. Incorporate reward systems strategically. Habits are reinforced when the brain experiences positive outcomes. Celebrate completing focused work sessions, finishing challenging tasks, or maintaining routines consistently. Rewards strengthen neural pathways associated with concentration and create an internal feedback loop that encourages repetition. Be careful to ensure rewards enhance focus rather than serve as new distractions. Break tasks into manageable chunks. Large, overwhelming projects can fracture attention. Building habits of chunking, dividing work into smaller, actionable segments, helps your brain maintain clarity and direction. Coupled with structured schedules, chunking allows the mind to tackle complexity without becoming fatigued, creating a natural rhythm that strengthens sustained attention. Environmental habits support concentration. Organize your workspace, minimize visual clutter, and control noise. Habits like maintaining a clean desk, having necessary tools accessible, and creating a dedicated focus space signal to your brain that it is time to concentrate. Environmental consistency reinforces mental habits, reducing friction for attention and increasing cognitive efficiency. Digital habits shape focus in today's connected world. Use technology intentionally. Habitually limit social media, set boundaries for email checking, and block unnecessary notifications. Digital discipline ensures your brain does not constantly chase novelty, preserving energy for deep, meaningful work. Habits of intentional tech use strengthen concentration and prevent the erosion of mental energy. Consistency is the ultimate ingredient in building concentration. Habits take time to solidify. You may stumble, get distracted, or skip sessions, but persistence compounds. Daily repetition reinforces neural pathways, strengthens mental endurance, and gradually makes focus automatic. Your brain learns to operate in a state of concentration naturally when habits are repeated with dedication. Patience is essential. Building habits that strengthen concentration does not produce overnight results. The process is gradual, like sculpting a masterpiece. Each day, each session, each deliberate action contributes to long-term improvement. Trust the process, stay consistent, and recognize that every small habit strengthens your mental capacity incrementally. The benefits of concentration habits extend beyond productivity. They increase creativity, problem-solving, emotional control, and decision-making. A disciplined, focused mind is calmer, more resilient, and better equipped to handle challenges. Building these habits transforms not just your work, but your life. You gain control over attention, energy, and outcomes, creating freedom and mastery in every area. Finally, remember that habits are the infrastructure of a successful mind. Discipline, awareness, and consistency transform simple routines into mental superpowers. By training your brain through deliberate, focused habits, you reduce susceptibility to distraction, enhance mental endurance, and unlock your full potential. Your future self will thank you for the habits you build today. Build habits that strengthen concentration, and you create a life where focus is natural, energy is abundant, and goals are achieved. Each habit is a brick in the foundation of mental mastery. Repetition, intention, and discipline make these habits unstoppable. Train your brain daily, protect your routines, and watch as focus becomes effortless and your results soar. Concentration is a muscle, habits are the weights, and your consistent practice is the training plan. Every day you commit, every routine you follow, and every focused session you complete strengthens your mind. Build these habits, and you will not just get more done, you will become the master of your attention, your productivity, and your life. Chapter 5. Direct your energy toward what truly matters. Energy is your most valuable resource. Every day, you are given a finite amount of it, and how you use it determines the quality of your life, the results you achieve, and the level of satisfaction you experience. People waste energy on trivial tasks, meaningless distractions, and reactive behaviors. Those who succeed, achieve, and thrive are the ones who deliberately direct their energy toward what truly matters. Mastering this principle transforms not just your focus, but your entire life. The first step in directing your energy is awareness. Most people move through life on autopilot, expending mental and physical energy on activities that don't align with their goals. Notice where your energy is going. Track your tasks, habits, and routines for a week. Identify which actions energize you, which drain you, and which contribute meaningfully to your objectives. Awareness gives you the insight needed to make conscious choices about how to spend your energy. Clarity of purpose is essential. When you know what matters most, energy flows naturally toward it. Define your long-term goals, core values, and highest priorities. Break them down into actionable steps. Without clarity, energy disperses across countless small, low-impact activities. Focus your attention and effort on the things that have the greatest return, the projects that move you forward, and the actions that bring your vision to life. Clarity is the lens through which energy is concentrated. Eliminating energy drains is critical. Just as you remove distractions from your attention, you must remove activities, relationships, and habits that deplete your energy without producing meaningful results. Negative interactions, unnecessary obligations, and repetitive low-value tasks all consume precious resources. Evaluate what drains you and take decisive steps to reduce or eliminate it. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is strategic. The more energy you preserve for what matters, the greater your impact and effectiveness. Prioritization is the bridge between clarity and action. Every day, ask yourself, which tasks contribute most to my goals? Which activities generate the highest return on my energy investment? Focus on these tasks first. High achievers spend their energy where it counts, not where it feels urgent. Learning to distinguish between urgent and important activities is a cornerstone of effective energy management. Prioritization turns intention into action, and prevents energy from being squandered on trivial matters. Habits amplify the power of directed energy. When you build routines aligned with your priorities, energy flows automatically toward what matters most. Morning rituals, focused work blocks, exercise, and deliberate learning all conserve and channel energy effectively. Habits reduce decision fatigue, strengthen discipline, and allow your brain to operate in a state of peak focus. The more habitual your alignment with priorities, the less wasted energy occurs, and the more results you achieve. Managing attention is equally important. Attention and energy are inseparable. What you focus on consumes your mental and physical resources. Train your brain to focus on high-value activities, and your energy will follow. Limit multitasking, avoid reactive work, and create periods of deep, uninterrupted attention. When your mind is fully engaged on what matters, energy flows with purpose and momentum. Boundaries are critical in preserving energy. Learn to say no to distractions, interruptions, and low-priority demands. Every yes to a trivial task is a no to meaningful work. Protecting your mental, emotional, and physical space ensures that energy is invested in high-impact areas. Boundaries are not limitations. They are enablers of focus, creativity, and productivity. The more clearly you define what deserves your attention, the more energy is directed toward achieving your goals. Energy management includes physical health. Your body fuels your mind, and without proper care, your energy will deplete quickly. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and movement. Hydrate, eat nutrient-dense foods, and exercise regularly. Physical energy supports mental energy, and mental energy drives performance. Habits that nourish your body are inseparable from habits that direct your energy toward what truly matters. Mindset plays a crucial role. A scattered, reactive, or negative mindset wastes immense energy. Cultivate a proactive, positive, and disciplined mental state. Train your thoughts to focus on solutions, opportunities, and priorities rather than problems, distractions, or trivial concerns. Energy flows where your mind is directed. A focused, intentional mindset amplifies the impact of your actions and reduces wasted effort. Time is energy. Every minute spent on unimportant tasks is energy lost forever. Schedule your day deliberately, assigning blocks of time to high-priority tasks and minimizing low-value activities. Time blocking, batching, and planning ahead reduce wasted energy and create momentum. When time and energy are aligned with your priorities, productivity skyrockets and stress diminishes. Decision-making habits affect energy allocation. Indecision, overthinking, and frequent low-value choices drain mental resources. Streamline decisions by creating clear rules, routines, and systems. Automate or delegate tasks when possible. When decision-making is efficient, energy is preserved for meaningful actions, and focus is maintained where it counts. Focus on high-leverage activities. Not all actions are created equal. Some tasks produce enormous results with minimal energy, while others consume vast effort with little payoff. Identify high-impact activities in your work, personal life, and growth endeavors. Direct the majority of your energy toward these leverage points. Energy concentrated on high-leverage tasks creates exponential returns over time. Reflection and review strengthen energy direction. Regularly assess how you are spending your energy. Ask yourself, am I focused on what truly matters? Am I investing in actions that align with my long-term goals? Reflection allows you to recalibrate, eliminate energy leaks, and maintain alignment with priorities. Those who review consistently operate with precision and purpose, rather than reacting randomly to daily demands. Focus on building resilience. Energy is easily drained by stress, setbacks, and external pressures. Developing resilience through habits, mindset training, and emotional management ensures that energy remains directed even under challenging conditions. Resilient individuals recover quickly, maintain focus, and continue advancing toward their goals regardless of obstacles. Leverage passion and intrinsic motivation. Energy flows most naturally toward activities that resonate deeply with your values and interests. Identify what excites you, what challenges you, and what you genuinely care about. When energy is aligned with passion, effort feels easier, focus is effortless, and productivity multiplies. Directing energy toward what matters includes connecting tasks to deeper meaning. Avoid comparison and external validation traps. Chasing recognition, approval, or following what others deem important consumes energy without necessarily advancing your priorities. Build habits of self-alignment, focus on your own metrics of success, and evaluate progress based on your defined goals. External validation is a distraction. Internal alignment directs energy to what truly matters. Eliminate energy-draining environments and relationships. Surround yourself with people who support your focus, inspire your growth, and respect your priorities. Avoid toxic interactions, gossip, and negativity that sap mental and emotional resources. Your social environment is a reflection of where your energy is directed. Cultivate spaces and relationships that amplify rather than diminish your focus. Energy is amplified by deliberate rest and recovery. Overworking without renewal leads to burnout, scattered focus, and diminishing returns. Build habits that include rest, recreation, and mental breaks. Naps, short walks, or leisure activities are not wasted time. They restore energy and improve concentration, creativity, and decision-making. Strategic recovery ensures sustained focus and high performance. Accountability is essential. Share your goals, energy commitments, and focus strategies with mentors, peers, or partners. Accountability reinforces disciplined energy allocation and creates external motivation to maintain focus. When you are answerable to yourself and others, energy flows with greater intention and consistency. Continuous learning directs energy effectively. Focused growth, reading, training, practicing, experimenting, ensures energy is invested in improving skills and expanding capabilities. Avoid aimless consumption of information that does not serve your goals. Deliberate, purposeful learning habits channel energy toward personal and professional growth. Visualize outcomes. Mental rehearsal of goals, desired achievements, and priorities trains your brain to align energy with meaningful objectives. When you imagine success vividly, your mind naturally channels effort and attention toward the actions that produce results. Visualization strengthens clarity, focus, and energy direction. Finally, measure and track your energy. Keep a simple log of how you feel, where your energy goes, and what tasks produce the most results. Data-driven reflection allows you to refine habits, eliminate drains, and increase efficiency. Directing energy is not guesswork. It is deliberate, intentional, and measurable. When you consistently direct your energy toward what truly matters, your life transforms. Distractions fade, productivity soars, and achievements multiply. Your mental and physical resources align with your goals, creating momentum that feels effortless, yet unstoppable. Energy directed with intention is the engine that drives focus, performance, and extraordinary results. Direct your energy toward what truly matters, and you reclaim control over your attention, time, and impact. Every choice you make about where to invest effort compounds into the life you live. The world is full of distractions, but your ability to focus energy intentionally sets you apart. Align your actions, protect your energy, and channel it relentlessly toward the things that matter most. Your potential is limitless when energy is spent deliberately and strategically. Chapter 6. Break limits through continuous growth. Growth is the engine of progress. Every high achiever, innovator, and leader understands that to break limits, to surpass expectations, and to reach new heights, you must commit to continuous growth. Growth is not occasional. It is a daily choice, a deliberate practice, and a mindset. Without it, your potential remains capped, your energy diffused, and your achievements limited. The first step toward continuous growth is adopting a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and skills are not fixed, but can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a fixed mindset see challenges as threats and setbacks as evidence of their limitations. Those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and limits as temporary barriers. Your mindset determines the ceiling of your potential, and adopting a growth mindset shatters artificial limits. Continuous growth starts with awareness and self-assessment. You cannot grow what you cannot see. Regularly evaluate your skills, knowledge, habits, and performance. Identify gaps, weaknesses, and areas where you can improve. Awareness creates a map for growth. It tells you where to focus your energy, what to practice, and what to learn. Without self-assessment, growth becomes random and directionless. Deliberate practice is the cornerstone of breaking limits. Growth does not come from passive activity. It comes from focused, intentional effort. Deliberate practice involves setting specific goals, pushing beyond your comfort zone, seeking feedback, and refining your skills consistently. Each repetition, adjustment, and iteration strengthens your abilities and expands your capacity. Growth is incremental, but each step compounds over time, eventually producing extraordinary results. Learning must be continuous. Knowledge fuels growth, and curiosity drives progress. Read widely, explore new fields, attend workshops, and seek mentors who challenge your perspective. Lifelong learning prevents stagnation, keeps your mind sharp, and equips you to handle new challenges. The most successful people do not stop learning once they reach a certain level. They constantly expand their understanding, update their skills, and apply new insights. Embrace challenges deliberately. Growth requires discomfort. Limits exist to test your resolve and expand your capabilities. By confronting difficult tasks, tackling ambitious goals, and stepping outside your comfort zone, you stretch your abilities. Avoiding challenges may feel safe, but it keeps your potential locked in a cage. Continuous growth thrives in environments that push you, require effort, and demand resilience. Feedback is essential for growth. Without feedback, you cannot know where you excel and where you need improvement. Seek feedback from mentors, peers, and trusted advisors. Listen carefully, analyze critically, and implement changes. Feedback is not criticism. It is a tool for development. Continuous application of feedback accelerates growth, sharpens skills, and expands your performance. Habits drive long-term growth. Consistent routines, disciplined focus, and daily learning compound into massive progress over time. Habits shape behavior, preserve energy, and ensure that growth is not dependent on motivation alone. Building small, deliberate habits aligned with growth objectives ensures that improvement happens steadily, even when motivation fluctuates. Each positive habit is a brick in the foundation of your potential. Goal setting focuses your growth efforts. Ambitious, clear, and actionable goals provide direction, motivation, and accountability. Break larger objectives into smaller milestones. Track progress, celebrate achievements, and reassess your path regularly. Without goals, growth is scattered. With goals, every action becomes a step toward breaking limits. Goals align your energy, attention, and habits with the outcomes you desire. Resilience fuels continuous growth. Growth is not linear. Setbacks, failures, and obstacles are inevitable. Those who quit when challenged limit their potential. Those who persist, adapt, and persevere turn challenges into opportunities. Resilience allows you to recover faster, learn more from mistakes, and continue advancing when others stagnate. Growth and resilience are inseparable. One amplifies the other. Adaptability strengthens growth. The world changes rapidly, and skills that were sufficient yesterday may not suffice tomorrow. Continuous growth requires flexibility, openness to new methods, and a willingness to pivot when necessary. Adaptable individuals not only survive change, they leverage it to accelerate progress and break limits others never see coming. Reflection is a powerful tool for growth. Take time regularly to review your progress, analyze what worked and what didn't, and plan your next steps. Reflection consolidates learning, strengthens insight, and ensures that experience translates into real improvement. Growth without reflection is wasted energy. Growth with reflection multiplies results. Mentorship accelerates growth. Learning from those who have already achieved what you aspire to accomplish shortens the path, avoids common mistakes, and provides guidance. Seek mentors who challenge you, expand your perspective, and hold you accountable. Mentorship is a force multiplier, allowing you to leverage the experience of others to break your own limits faster. Innovation and creativity are essential aspects of growth. Do not confine yourself to conventional methods or the comfort of routine. Challenge assumptions, explore alternatives, and experiment with new approaches. Growth thrives in environments where curiosity and creativity are prioritized. Those who innovate continually redefine their limits and open doors to possibilities others cannot see. Energy management underpins growth. Growth demands mental, physical, and emotional energy. Protect your energy through adequate sleep, nutrition, movement, and stress management. A depleted mind cannot learn effectively, absorb feedback, or sustain deliberate practice. High-energy individuals break limits because they have the capacity to act consistently, focus intensely, and recover quickly from setbacks. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. Your environment influences your mindset, motivation, and opportunities. Connect with individuals who challenge, inspire, and elevate you. Avoid energy-draining influences that reinforce stagnation, excuses, or mediocrity. Growth accelerates in communities that value learning, experimentation, and continuous improvement. Discipline amplifies growth. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is reliable. Daily actions, routines, and habits that push you to learn, practice, and refine your skills accumulate into measurable growth. Discipline ensures that even when you lack enthusiasm, your growth continues uninterrupted. Limits are broken not by spurts of effort, but by persistent, disciplined action. Measure progress consistently. Metrics transform effort into insight. Track your performance, improvement, and milestones. Quantifying growth provides clarity, accountability, and motivation. When you see tangible evidence of progress, your confidence rises, and your energy toward further growth increases. Measurement turns abstract effort into concrete achievement. Curiosity drives growth. Ask questions, explore new fields, and challenge conventional wisdom. The curious mind seeks knowledge, tests assumptions, and identifies opportunities. Curiosity transforms obstacles into learning experiences and turns every challenge into a chance to expand your capabilities. Growth thrives in minds that never stop asking, learning, and experimenting. Celebrate small wins. Recognizing incremental progress reinforces habits, builds confidence, and sustains motivation. Continuous growth is not about occasional giant leaps, it is about consistent forward motion. Each small win compounds, strengthens your momentum, and prepares you for bigger achievements. The habit of celebrating progress fuels resilience and encourages persistence. Embrace failure as feedback. Every setback, mistake, or unexpected result is a lesson. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and continue forward. Fear of failure limits growth. Embracing it amplifies potential. Those who break limits understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It is an essential part of the growth process. Continuous growth requires a long-term perspective. Short-term gains may feel satisfying, but real breakthroughs come from sustained effort over months and years. Patience, persistence, and commitment to daily improvement accumulate into extraordinary capabilities. Growth is a marathon, not a sprint, and those who endure consistently break limits that others never attempt to reach. Finally, understand that limits are often illusions. The boundaries you perceive are frequently set by habits, mindsets, or external expectations. By committing to continuous growth, you expand your skills, resilience, and vision. You push the limits of what you thought possible and redefine the potential of your life. Every day you learn, practice, and improve, you break through invisible ceilings and move closer to the extraordinary. Commit to continuous growth, and your life transforms. Energy, focus, discipline, and learning converge to create unstoppable momentum. Your mind becomes sharper, your decisions wiser, and your capabilities greater. Growth is not optional. It is the defining factor between mediocrity and excellence, stagnation and achievement, ordinary and extraordinary. Break limits through continuous growth, and you reclaim control over your potential, performance, and destiny. Every habit you form, every lesson you learn, and every challenge you embrace compounds into remarkable results. Growth is the vehicle, discipline is the engine, and persistence is the fuel. Together they propel you past obstacles, beyond expectations, and into the life you are capable of achieving all along. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It really helps me create more content for you. Thank you.